Okay, thank you so much, Janelle and Alicia, for taking the time to be here and answer some of the questions. We definitely value your perspective and your opinions and your observations of what you have seen so far. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to ask you guys like a series of questions and just respond like openly and honestly. We're using this so that we can get better in practice. Okay. Number one, do you feel that all teachers issue you demerits and hold you accountable, or is it some teachers more than others?
Some teachers more than others.
Okay, so you say some teachers more than others,
Like
and
depending on how like cool the teacher, well not cool, but like how, like it just kind of depends on the teacher. I feel like on a certain like how they act, ish, right? Okay.
okay, but you would say that it's not consistent, across all
But I feel
classes.
like we get the merits because we earn them most of the time. Yeah.
Do you feel that teachers come in with a clean slate? So meaning that no matter what happened with the scholar, yesterday or the days before, that do you feel that each day they come in with a clean slate, or do you feel that maybe there are some biases?
I think it's yeah clean slate. They kind of like forget it, like give you like a fresh start again. I feel like personally.
Okay. Do teachers provide you with the rationale for the demerit that they're giving you, or do they just issue the demerit?
Some teachers they say it out loud and tell you that you're getting ones. Others just like put it in the system and don't tell you.
Okay, so you've seen and know of kids who have had demerits that have just been put on their progress report and they weren't
Yeah,
notified of it.
yeah.
Okay, and do they name the demerit, or so that the scholar knows like what they're getting it for, or do they just that's not something that's consistent? Okay, thank you. And do teachers give clear expectations in their directions in order to minimize like off-task behaviors or behaviors that are disruptive, or do you feel that they just address them when they happen but didn't actually set them up in their directions?
I think they're from the beginning. Yeah.
Do you feel that teachers have a neutral tone when they're holding scholars accountable or giving demerits, or do you feel that the tone is not neutral?
I don't think it's neutral.
Okay.
I think it's neutral for me.
Okay. Now, are these demerits that you've personally received, or is this just your observation overall?
Like my personal demerits.
Okay, your personal
Yeah.
demerits.
And
Okay.
observations too. Like not everyone knows.
Do you feel teachers know the handbook, or do they make up like policies or demerits and things that don't exist?
I feel like certain ones make up like sometimes their own rules. Not all of them, but certain ones. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay. Without naming any names, can you give us an example of something that or policy that someone kind of made up that's not in
How
there?
we have like the policy where it's like if you're more than 1 minute late,
Mhm.
then you get demerits. If you come in like right after the bell rings or not even a minute, they still give you the demerit.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Do you feel that teachers give like the right demerits, or do you feel that they give demerits that aren't that aren't the right ones, or do you feel that like there are threats of demerits that are higher in terms of point value than others to get a student to behave?
I feel like they use the demerits like as a way to keep you calm and to listen to them.
Until it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you feel like there is a 3-to-1? So at Legacy, we have a 3-to-1 ratio, meaning that for every one demerit that a scholar, that a teacher gives, that they should be giving at least like 3 merits in order to ensure that there's, like a positivity in the classroom and a positive ratio. Do you feel that that's something that happens?
No.
Tell me a little bit more.
Me personally, I get like it's mostly my fault. Mostly why I get the merits because I go to class late. But like after that, I go to class and do my work, and I barely get the merits. Me
Mhm.
personally, yeah.
Any elaboration, Ms. Turner?
No, because in my classes, some kids get demerits, you don't really get merits, so it's like not anything to like base on.
Okay. So you feel like you don't really get merits within your
Like
classes?
before we had the like maximum 10 policy, I used to get a lot of merits, but now it's like not that many.
Do you like receiving merits?
Yeah, because you can like use it at the end for the school to buy things.
That's if they open up the store.
Oh. Mm.
That's good feedback. That's good feedback. All right. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you for your patience and thank you for your answers. And I definitely appreciate you.